Today, I want to talk about something we all face: rejection. I know it can sting, it can knock you down, and sometimes it even makes you question your worth. But what if I told you that rejection isn't the end of your story? In fact, it might be exactly what you need to move forward. When rejections start piling up in life, don't start crying, mumbling, or giving up. Don't undervalue yourself. Instead, take a deep breath and simply say, "Next." Those two little words carry a powerful message. Every no is simply a redirection toward the next opportunity. Think about it. Rejection is a sign that your journey is still unfolding. It tells you that what you once believed was the ultimate goal is really just one stage along the way. Today, I invite you to reframe rejection as a signal that something even better awaits you. Let's dig a little deeper. Imagine you're chasing a dream, and suddenly one door after another slams shut in your face. It hurts. It can feel like you're not enough. But here's the truth. Rejection means your journey isn't over. It means you're moving forward. Instead of retreating into yourself, use rejection as fuel. When the world tells you no, it's really saying, there's a better path waiting for you. There's another door yet to be discovered. I want you to picture this. Every time you get rejected, don't let that be a signal to stop trying. Think of it as a push to explore new directions, to venture into unknown territories, and to challenge the limits of what you thought was possible. Consider some of the most inspiring stories in history. Marilyn Monroe, for example, was once told that she'd never make it in the glamorous worlds of acting and modeling. Instead of letting that rejection define her, she transformed it into a stepping stone. Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination and good ideas, yet he went on to create a magical empire that continues to inspire millions. And who could forget Elvis Presley? Before he became a legendary icon, he was even offered a job as a truck driver. These examples remind us that rejection is not a measure of your potential. It's merely part of the journey, a twist in the road that eventually leads to something far greater. Now let's talk about the power of perspective. When rejection comes your way, it can be tempting to feel defeated. But what if instead you looked at it as a nudge, an invitation to discover new possibilities? Every time someone turns you down, know deep in your heart that somewhere else, something better is waiting for you. It's like standing before a long hallway of doors. You might not know what's behind the first door you knock on, but if you keep moving and keep knocking, you eventually find the one that opens to a room filled with opportunity. This isn't just a poetic thought, it's the truth of life. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and yes, rejections. But those rejections refine you. They teach you resilience, perseverance, and most importantly, they show you that you have the strength to continue. Think of rejection as part of your personal growth process. Each no teaches you something new about yourself and what you truly want. It sharpens your focus and pushes you to explore uncharted territory. Remember, the next door might be just around the corner. Even if your heart aches from the last rejection, dare to knock on the next door. Now, consider this. The real pain sometimes isn't the rejection itself. It's the regret of not having tried at all. Imagine if you had never dared to knock on that door because you were too afraid of being turned away. Think about the opportunities that would have passed you by simply because you chose to stay on the safe side. It's far more painful to know that the next door could have been open if only you had taken a chance. Rejection should never hold you back from exploring new possibilities. Every time you hesitate, remember that staying in your comfort zone might mean missing out on something extraordinary. The beauty of life lies in its unpredictability, the unexpected twists that lead you to places you never dreamed of. Let your failures be the foundation upon which you build success. Each rejection is a stepping stone to a future where you're stronger, wiser, and even more determined to succeed. I want to share something very personal. The key to overcoming rejection is resilience. Resilience is about bouncing back, about saying next, and believing that something better is coming. When life knocks you down, get back up. Take the lessons learned and use them to fuel your journey. Don't allow rejection to define you. Instead, let it be a reminder that you have the power to choose your own path. Think of the moments when you faced adversity in your life. Remember how you gathered your strength and moved forward, even when everything seemed lost. That inner power is still within you. Sometimes, all it takes is a little patience. There are moments in life when we must simply endure one more day, overcome one more challenge, and trust that each step is leading us to where we're meant to be. And once that patience becomes a habit, miracles start to happen. The small wins add up. The rejections you face become badges of honor that mark your journey toward greatness. It's not the rejections that define us, it's how we respond to them. So the next time you're met with a no, remember to stand tall, regroup, and simply say, next. Let's revisit some of those inspiring examples I mentioned earlier. Imagine if Marilyn Monroe had let rejection keep her from shining. If Walt Disney had given up on his wild dreams because someone said he lacked imagination. If Elvis Presley had settled for a life behind the wheel instead of chasing his passion for music. Their stories teach us that rejection is not the end. It's a necessary part of the journey. These icons turned every setback into an opportunity to reinvent themselves and pursue their dreams with even greater determination. So when you face your own rejections, look at them as a badge of honor. They are proof that you are daring to dream, daring to step into the unknown, and daring to grow. Embrace your rejections as stepping stones toward a future filled with promise and possibility. As we wrap up today's journey, I want you to take this message to heart. Rejection isn't a dead end. It's simply a detour guiding you to something greater. So the next time life throws you a rejection, don't wallow in self-doubt. Instead, stand up, dust yourself off, and say, next. Because every next is another chance to find what truly belongs to you. Remember, life is full of doors waiting to be knocked on. Don't be afraid to keep moving forward. Just say next. Until next time, stay resilient, keep dreaming, and embrace every twist and turn on your journey to inner peace.